What's that noise? Laughing, crying, screaming, giggling. These are all noises that children make. They make these noises when they're happy, sad, and mad. Every Wednesday I volunteer at House of Faith to help spread the gospel to local kids. It can be difficult to deal with these kids due to misbehavior or unusual situation. Today I'm going to inform you on how to deal with unusual situations or kids that are misbehaving. Now first let's talk about how to deal with kids that are misbehaving. I deal with about 100 kids after school at House of Faith. Some of these kids will not listen at all no matter what we try to do, and this can be frustrating because we're getting ready for a lesson, we're trying to settle the kids down and trying to get them to talk. This can be... I can try to practice with being patient and calm with these kids. It can be very difficult, but showing the kids patience and calm shows that, hey, even though I'm trying to not get angry at you, I'm doing the best that I can just to control my emotions. Now I'm going to give you a real-life example from one of these times at House of Faith, from one Wednesday. So I was helping my group leader, Mike, get down these kids ready for a lesson. And this one little boy was talking, and just kept talking at all. Sorry. This little boy, I'll refer to him as Timmy. Now Timmy was not listening at all this one afternoon, no matter what I did. I told Timmy, hey Timmy, calm down, we just start the lesson, and we're about to start, so I need you to calm down. I told Timmy one last time after about 3 or 4 times to be quiet, and after this Timmy got really upset and really frustrated with me. I did my best to be patient with Timmy, and after several times of me telling him to be quiet, I had to go get my group leader Mike, and he took care of our friend Timmy. A benefit to being patient with these kids is the other kids see it too, because kids are like sponges, they soak up everything they hear and see. Now, see, the other kids see me being patient with the kid and say, okay, if John's being patient with me, he's going to be patient with me when I do something wrong. And like I said before, a lot of these kids will try to start trouble, and we just got to do the best that we can to deal with them. In this article from smartclassroommanagement.com, titled How to Handle Disrespectful Kids, written by Michael Anson, who talks about ways to get kids' attention. Quote, the most effective way to handle disrespect is to simply and dispassionately follow your classroom management plan and enforce a consequence. Now, we don't have a classroom management plan, but Mike and all the other House of Faith staff members have told me just to be patient and to do the best that I can. Now, I will talk about how to deal with a serious situation at club or any place that arises with kids. Here is a real-life example. So one afternoon, a disgruntled parent tried to take her kid home by breaking the glass and removing her kid from the school. I know, it's pretty crazy, right? But we dealt with it. Anyways, it was a surprise because everything up until that point was normal. I was walking with my group leader, Mike, just like I used a moment ago, with a bunch of kids. It was me, Mike, and a bunch of kids who were just walking. Then he told me that we were going into lockdown. I helped him make sure that all the kids were accounted for, and we were back into a school where everybody else was. The kids were scared, upset, nervous, and angry. Keeping the kids calm in that moment was my priority. Even I was nervous because in that situation, at that time, I'd never dealt with anything like that. One kid was crying, so I sat down with him and told him that everything was going to be okay. One kid was almost hyperventilating, so I told her that nothing was going to happen and we were safe in that room. Showing leadership showed the kids that if I need to do whatever the step members or the school teachers told me to do, I did it. I didn't question it, I just did it, and there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Talking to the kids showed them that I followed their direction. That's what being a leader is about. Because in that moment, those kids are scared. They don't know what's going on, especially the little kids. So I had to do my best just to do whatever they told me to do. In this article titled Talking About Kids About a Lockdown from the Huffington Post, Dr. Judith Simon Prager states, quote, when the teachers remained calm, they offered the children a model for courage and faith and a different kind of memory of an inherently terrifying situation, end quote. Though I am not a teacher, this is a good skill to know. In conclusion, it can be very difficult and frustrating to deal with these kids in misbehavior or unusual situations. Practicing calmness, patience, as well as respecting authority are great skills for dealing with kids who are misbehaving or unusual situation. I hope this information and examples I share with you today have been helpful.